Hello everyone, Praise Good here, and welcome back to more of Tears of the Kingdom. Last time, well, we played Teacher for a bit, and also Cupid, but now we're going to get into some political affairs.
If you're looking to add some colour to your wardrobe, you found the right place. Who do you do?
I feel like your slogan is still the same, but I still hate that.
Welcome to Kochi Dye Shop, where we live to dye. If you have dye ingredients, it's 20 rupees dye an item. That includes our service charge, of course. Let's get going and dye you'll get up to. Hui! That's a lovely paraglider you've got there. Nowadays, you not only do dye clothes, we can offer a fabric rework service. Bring me some fabric, and I can rework your paraglider with flying colors. You may be the first-time customer, but that's fine. We have a special introduction for our new service of Tadavio introductory fabric. Cool, I hate it. Have you dropped by Venta's clothing at the village entrance yet? Cece, the famous designer who runs the place now, cooked up the cutting-edge design on this fabric. Every region has its own unique fabric designs. Keep an eye out for them everywhere you go. Think of me if you find some new fabric, won't you? Anyway. To the color of your choice, or working with a new cloth. Either way, let's take. So I think for this one, we went to rework paraglider. So this is a way we can adjust our gliders to kind of be more customizable and be have yourself stand out. And I will probably end up using this just because I am doing a playthrough. And I kind of want to have something that might help things stand out a little bit. So I don't remember what is what. I think we got this fabric from scanning the Zelda amiibo. This one we got from doing a quest. This one we got from doing a quest, I believe. From a quest, just now. I think that one we get from scanning. We can get from scanning one of the two Link amiibos from Breath of the Wild. This one I got from scanning a Bokoblin. I think this one was a quest. Maybe we got that one from Zelda instead. I can't remember what's what. I know we got that one from scanning Ganondorf. So just for now, I mean, we'll go with this for now, but I have another one I want to do. I think we do have to do the service at least. I think we do need to do the service at least once to. Sorry, we do need to do the service at least once to trigger a side quest of sorts to get access to even more glider fabrics. That'll do it. Looking forward to your next visit. Now go out and paint the town red.
Oh, it's got a mini launch. Yep, there you go. New glider fabric. Just like that. Now, we may have to do a much larger quest to get at it, but, yep, there we go.
Hey, I got a favor to ask. It's not enough time for me to rework fabrics to bring me. I just want to dye my hand at making my own patterns. Just like Cece, of course. Hers are all the original designs. Making fabrics from scratch seems like a lot of hard work. But that's where you come in. Could you cast around for some reference material I could use for inspiration? First, I'm thinking I want to see the visuals of that monster they call a Chuchu. Just think of Chuchu. That kind of Chuchu is everywhere, even just outside the village, but I'm too paint-haunted to get out there. Rig a Chuchu myself, not a fire chew or an ice chew, would help a lot. So, that's why I told you probably like part 10, maybe 11 or 12, I'll just take a picture of a Chuchu. Just one. There you go. In fact, you can see we're like right next to Lookout Landing in this photo. Oh, so that's a Chuchu. I can feel inspiration bleeding into reality. I'll start developing this pattern at once. All tone. With your help, I've made a very pretty pattern. You can have the fabric I worked up as thanks.
So the cool thing about this pattern, it may apply to some other patterns, but the cool thing about this pattern specifically is that if you're gliding at night, if you are using your paraglider at night, the eyes on the pattern will glow, much like a Chu's eyes will glow at night.
I knew it'd get a different result with some quality reference. Bet you I can make all the patterns too. In fact, I made a list of patterns I'd like to dye out. When you get your hands on anything you might use as a reference, come on in and show it to me. If you have a reference, I can make an original pattern for you to walk out with the door with. Looking forward to seeing what we can do together.
And I think with that, we can actually, I think now we go to rework the paraglider. And you can offer references. I don't know if you can just do it all at once or if you do it one at a time. Now, I'm just going to submit pictures. I'm just going to submit some pictures here until I get the one I want. Oh, he does have a repertoire. Cool. I'm just going to show us a few pictures until I get the one I want. That's it right there. Yes, I am getting Lionel stuff. If it wasn't obvious by the fact I basically attached the hip to everything Lionel related, this is the one I like to use. Let's see what else we can get here, just for reference. But I will say, like, I don't know if there's any kind of reward for show... Oh. The Gliok fabric? Okay, I didn't know we could get that. But... excuse me. But yeah, there's so many fabrics you can offer to this guy. There's so many fabrics you can offer to this guy. I kind of actually want to see what that looks like. There's many fabrics you can offer to him, and I don't know if giving him everything... I don't know if everything you give him... Oh, never mind. I guess we're done here. Anyway. Let's go ahead and see what the... Let's go ahead and see what the Gliok glider looks like. It's actually kind of sick. I did say I would probably use the Lionel one because it actually has very special looking tassels on it, like they have blades on the tassels. But we'll go with the Gliok pattern. Heck with it. I've slain enough of these things that I think I've earned the right. I like how I call slaying Glioks a right. But yeah, you can also... I will also take a moment to show this off here. And... the tassels are still plainish. But hey, you know what? It looks cool. But I may take a moment just to show this off, although I'm not going to do anything with it. I believe you can actually dye... I believe you can also dye your clothes. You can dye your... whatever clothes you're currently wearing into very specific colors based on how many of a thing you're holding onto. Choose color. And I guess this really only affects the painting trim. I think after you do this once, I think you can get some more... I think after you do this dye once, you can actually get yourself more... What do I want to say? I think you can get yourself some more unique color combinations. Potentially. I haven't done it, so I can't really speak of it, but you can dye any bit of armor you have varying colors. And this is why in some scenarios you can actually buy or acquire multiple of armor sets, because that way you can dye multiple armor sets whatever color you want. Alright. The thing I was dreading the most. This side quest we're going to handle now is the biggest side quest in Ateneo, and it's the biggest pain in the butt too. As I said multiple times now, I can't admit 3 customers at present. What do you mean? We took all the trouble to come here, and now you're saying we can't get in? But we want to see Cece's new stuff. It's not every day a mega famous fashion designer debuts a new material. Yeah, everything I heard said it was some of Cece's best work. Bro, anybody who's a designer, their newest stuff is usually always their best stuff. As far as I don't know, I'm not a fashion diva. I wear blue jeans and a graphic t-shirt everywhere I go except for an interview. I'm sorry, but we only have one entry ticket remaining. One ticket? So you're saying one person could go in? Hey, come on now. We can't just let one of us get a head start. Sure, I know that was just a joke. Well, maybe if we come back later, they'll have room for us all. Yeah, it's not like that. This is the only clothing place in the village. We could, what do you say we kill some time at the dye shop? Well, we could take a check out the pasture. Speaking of which, I've heard a little ways up the road, there's a pasture, is a laboratory specializing in ancient stuff. Since we're all dolled up, might as well hit the town and see it all. Yeah, okay, Sophie. Oh, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you also a tourist who's come to see my sister's, the new line of Cece product? As long as it's just you, you're free to go into the shop. Cece herself is in there right now, in fact. Nothing you'll see is for sale. It's only in an exhibition right now. Sorry to disappoint. I mean, sure, what could it really hurt? Hello, Cece? That is a rather nice hat. I like that hat. Oh, another perfect masterpiece. It's an exemplar of this form of every angle. Apparently, I'm also having a stroke. If anyone's behind me, please call 911. This is the sort of thing on which I've built my name and reputation as the world-renowned Cece. Huh? Hi. Oh, pardon me. Are you and I here to meet the incomparable Cece? I mean, you have a touch. You have a touch. You have a touch. I don't know what touch it is, but you have a touch. I must say, you don't seem to show any sort of interest in fashion. Miss, I am wearing a very fashionable Deathbringer outfit. Do you not see it? Welcome to Fantastic Clothing, the only boutique in the world which carries the Cece brand. And if you want to wear, you stand before the very woman who changed this fussy old village into the birthplace of nouvelle fashion. As proof, I present to you this. The Cece hat, the newest and most magnificent work by yours truly, Cece. Again, I am not very much a fashionista. I'm not going to read this all out. I'm not a fashionista, but that is gaudy. There's this thing called complementary colors, and you have managed to ignore all 2 of the possibilities with every combination on that hat. Well, maybe the pink and the light blue would work as complementary, or there's another C word that means opposite, and can't think of it right now. This piece is so special that I dare not assign a price to it. It's not for sale. I shall only truly part with it when I find something truly worthy of owning it. Someone, rather. Only the most impressive fashionista in Hyro's trendiest village is worth such a crown. Who? Hello. What's all about Hyro's trendiest village? I don't remember approving any new slogans for Hateno. Oh, look who's here. What can I do for you, oh esteemed Mayor Reede? Really sorry. I tried to stop him from coming in like you asked, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. Cece, you've got to quit littering the place with your weird PR pieces. Maybe you don't realize, but plants need their sleep too. Those eyesores are so bright at night that they're keeping the veggies awake. It's a real problem for the crops. Hateno's foundation is its produce. What are we gonna do if it fails? Now, dear, there's no need to get so worked up. I think some of the people here actually like her art, you know. Would it be better to hear her out? Don't fall for her lie of twaddle. She's got everyone in Hateno wrapped around her finger already. My duty is to look after the village, and that's what I mean to do. Looking after the village, you say? What do you suppose you have to thank for Hateno's rejuvenation? The cheese? Shut up over there. Fair enough. It didn't need rejuvenating. Hateno Village is a peaceful place where folks live quiet lives. That's the way they like it. Do they? Then let us leave that matter to the people to decide. And my avant-garde approach versus the mayor's quaint, bygone ways. The citizens will decide which outlook will drive the future of our village. By holding a mayoral election. You can't do that. Shut up over there. No, like really, you can't do that. Calling for a mayoral election? Sure, suits me. Oh, wasn't that pretty easy? Sophie, I delegate management of the mayoral election to you. Huh? Come on, Clavia. I don't feel like sticking around here any longer. It's time we headed back home. You know, that was oddly civil. Considering how... I'll get off this horse quickly, don't worry. Considering how politics normally work in the world, that got civil really quick. Anyway, so there's actually an additional reason you want to make good friends with Cece, because, well, it's kind of sitting right back there. And we cannot go through this window. Yeah, there's like various walls that stop you from going through there, so you can't go in there and you can't open this door. So we do have to basically play devil's advocate for both parties. Oh, you again? I have a long to do this in preparation for the mayoral election. She would probably call it material election. And the sooner I get started, the better. The answer should go without saying, but you are, of course. I'm undecided. Oh, if you haven't yet thrown in your lot with either candidate, then welcome to TCC. I didn't sign up for this. You're on the team now. Okay. But so's that, I trust. It's plain for all to see that I'm a shoo-in for the next mayor. I'm going to keep my mouth shut because everything I could say will be taken out of context. Also, I want to think, yet the stragglers in this village still supporting Reede. They need a mental takeover. Makeover, rather. And so, I have a fabulous plan to give out mushrooms to Reede's supporters. Mushrooms are synonymous with the Cece brand. Fungal fashion is the Cece way. The mushrooms I give them will paint them inside and out. Vibrant Cece brand colors. Although Sophie and I might shop here, where will we find someone we can trust to carry out this task? It's fine. I'm the errand boys. This is the magic words I was waiting for. You're a lifesaver. Now then, you'll be needing these. So I've been keeping track of the adults, because I sure as heck haven't. These mushrooms are for the village's Reede supporters. It's not easy to recognize them by how it's easy to by us. My supporters are all expert fashionistas, dressed in the nines and CC. They're wearing the mushroom hats. They should go without saying, but don't give one to anyone in Reede's family. There's no need to give them to children, travelers, or any temporary residents like the Sheikah researchers. That leaves us, unless I miss my guess, a total of 8 Reede supporters. Your mission is simple. Give a single helium mushroom to each one of the 8 misguided voters. Well, off you go. Oh, hate this. So yes, you literally have to run around the village, finding adults that are not wearing mushrooms on their heads, and give them a mushroom. It may require a tiny bit of breaking and entering, because some villagers have not left their homes. And I guarantee you I will probably miss 1 or 2 on my first pass through, but... Hello. Sorry about that, visitor here, tourist. If you're in Hatea village, fan of living off the land. Okay, whatever, I'm not going to read this all. Just because I do want to get through this bit of quest. Here, have a mushroom. So there's one. Now I'll tell you that, like, there are... Excuse me, this is like a longer running quest line. There are people... Oh, I'm going to talk to you in the meantime. Hello? Oh. Oops. Well, I might as well gather enough then at this point. Wish they clear the air between them and end the silly quarrel once and for all. But that's a moot point now. I have something else in my mind. I have to take care of this before the mayoral election. What's up? What's going on? Oh, you don't mind lending me an ear? It won't mince words. It's about my husband, Reede. That man of mine, he shuts himself up in our shed every night. I don't have the faintest what he's up to. When Nancy says it's a secret, and I can't get another peep out of him. I hate the idea of snooping on him. Plus, I think he'd catch me in it right away. But I get so worried when I think about whether or not he's doing will affect the chances of this election. I was fit to burst if I couldn't find someone to talk about this. Good thing you came along. I'd like you to enter our shed at midday when the husband isn't around to see if you can figure out what he's doing. I'll pay you for your troubles, of course. The only problem is that he keeps the place locked up tight. You'll never fit through a window, but maybe you can dig a hole or something? Well, you'll figure it out. I might as well just grab these, because these happen at different times of day. Put me in charge of mayoral election. Sir, I feel like I should apologize for dragging you into this mess I found myself in, but since we're both involved now, could you give me a lot of advice? What's up? I should have expected that. The thing is, I need your advice as my sister. It's about Cece. Lately, she's been sneaking off alone in the middle of the night. Middle of the day, middle of the night, take your pick. I don't think it's anything sinister, but the election is soon, and I don't want any last-minute surprises to hurt her chances. So, I'd like you to tail my sister, find out where she's going and what she's up to, and get back to me. I tried following her myself, but she spotted me right away. Maybe if you wore a darker outfit. I really got an earful about too. If you succeed and find out what she's doing, I can reward you, of course. You're the only one that can ask for help. I don't want any of the villagers finding out until I know what's going on. Help me out, please. So these are underlying quests you'll need to keep tabs of. You'll need to keep tabs of on your adventure and journey. Alright, do you have rice, you have tomatoes, you have arrows, you don't have wheat. Okie dokie. Well, I'm gonna have to find wheat some other way then. So I guess we'll probably do these all in one, but the whole thing is we're basically like popping into houses or stopping by places, trying to catch people on the street and throw mushrooms in their faces to say, "Vote for Cece! Cece is your lady!" Lady? I don't know. Oh, no, they did just explicitly say that Simon was not to be bothered on this matter. Well, you are not wearing a mushroom hat. Here, have a mushroom. Yeah, pretty obvious from the look of it. Yeah, I know people all CC brand stuff, but never really clicked with me. I know lady works hard, but most of us farmers around here aren't too precious about our clothes. Be sure, but sure. Thanks for the mushroom. That's mighty nice of you. Yeah, you can make yourself some stroganoff, or some mushroom rice balls. Man, this is not the time to get on my perch, but this is the time I'm gonna get a perch. Mushrooms are awesome. I like as a food source. Mushrooms are awesome, man. Oh. Well, Reede has a quest.
Oh, you're the traveler I saw at the Ventus Clothing, right? Did you come to check up on me because you were worried?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I lost my head a little there. I'm not too proud of the way I behaved.
Oddly, probably the most level-headed political figure I've seen in many times, and it's in a video game. Man, video games really do set it a unattainable standard, don't they?
But don't worry about me. I have a couple tricks up my sleeve against Cece. I might be able to pull off one of might not be able to pull one of them off in time for the mayoral election. So I'm focusing on the second plan to bring back a taste no one's tried.
What kind of taste?
Way back in, my grandfather worked with someone from the village to create a special kind of food. It was too ahead of its time to catch on, so it never went further than the first trial run, but I never forgot it. Even today, I can still recall that gooey mouthfeel.
Sorry, I had a moment.
Of the one bite my grandfather shared with me. In the back of my mind, I've always wanted to make a signature staple of this village. If you could accomplish that, then I'd have something that could stand up to Cece. Except I can't remember who in the village my grandfather worked with or what they created.
Oh, hey, we did this quest a minute. This is actually to lead you to another quest.
Yes, that's the one I remember. Wait, is that...
Here, queso.
That is it. That's just what I've been looking for. My grandfather developed it with a fellow villager.
Yeah, it's the farmer up top the hill guy.
Hateno cheese, of course. It makes sense that my grandfather would be working with someone from the farm up there. It's a miracle that Koyan has not only found the recipe, but managed to reproduce it.
This is great news. It's a clear sign we ought to make Hateno cheese a new village staple.
That'll swing the election for me. Let me pay for that cheese, okay?
Yes, sir. If anybody's confused on what just happened, we basically, at the end of the day, traded 3 acorns, something you just grab subconsciously off the floor in your travels, for 100 rupees. Once, but it's something that happened.
Now I should get back in touch with Koyan and see if we can start preparing for mass production. I'll ask the Latino Village General Store and some traveling merchants to add to their wares too. Shouldn't take much more than that to tip the election my way. You should come out and watch it happen.
When I said this is a quest chain that would take a while and would probably be pretty bad, I wasn't kidding. Everyone, I'll see you next time when we'll hopefully finish up this whole mayoral shenanigans. Have a good day, everybody.